and your foils on the floor, which is what I saw large scale when I came into this room. Don't take me bad. I'm talking as a very good friend to you. I hope you'll accept me as a friend. Okay? You can't have a great country which is unclean. Okay? So see to it. Make yourself a resolution. You have a right to eat chocolates. You have a right to eat biscuits. I don't prevent it at all. At least not as long as I'm a teacher. In fact, Balaraju knows one thing, and I'm sure you'll all appreciate it. I have never taken attendance in my teaching career so far. Okay? Yeah? I've never done it because first thing is, if you're 18, you're eligible to vote for the Prime Minister of India, whoever that may be, which means you are recognized by the Constitution of India and the political system as an adult. Okay? So I'll treat you like an adult. If you want to give evidence to yourself that you're still a baby, that's your problem. It's not my problem. Okay? So straight. You're an adult, I'll treat you like an adult. That's all. And I hope you will behave like an adult. Simple. Okay? So we have to, that's my first job, to see to it that you guys get planted with this idea that you are in a great country, there is hope for this country, and you are the hope. Literally, I'm telling you, you are the hope for this country. All of you. Because I'm now entering the last part. I'm now 55. I'm clearly entering the last part. So I'll have to see to it that whatever little inspiration I can transfer to you, I must do that. Because I don't have much time on my hands. Okay? That's very, very important. So Balaraju is a part of the chain. And hopefully, he will carry on, you know. Hopefully, he'll marry the right kind of woman and get the right kind of children who will continue with that chain. Okay? It's a chain, ultimately. Okay? Remember, being a good family is greater than being the greatest entrepreneur. Don't forget this, okay? Being a great family is greater than being the greatest entrepreneur. Because families produce young people for society. And society buys those young people. Except that it's not a direct transaction. It's an indirect transaction. So if your father and mother have produced you and put you here, I think you have to salute them for the good job they've done. Okay? Please understand this. I think they are great entrepreneurs in that sense. Because society, I mean India, has bought you, has given you a seat in the IIT system. Okay? And you're on your journey now. So that's where we are. Okay? So that's point number one. Second, I want to give you an idea of entrepreneurship. What's this animal called entrepreneur? You know, what does it do which is so special that others don't do? Okay? And why is it becoming big time in a country like India? I hope all of you know it's a rage now in many campuses. Especially if you go to the IIT system, it's just catching on like wildfire. So I'm extremely happy that you guys have started the E-Cell. Okay, I'm really, really happy. And I just had a small interaction before all of you landed up with your E-Cell team as to what could be done. You know, you have a lot of things to do because you're the pioneering batch in IIT Hyderabad. You're the first batch and the second batch are sitting here. You know, I'm sure in your Silver Jubilee reunion, 25 years later, when you come, I'm sure you can talk, I'm sure all of you will be alive. I pray that all of you are alive and healthy, okay, and really healthy, okay. And you'll come back and tell those kids then, you know, that look, if you find many entrepreneurs there and you find entrepreneurship flourishing in IIT Hyderabad, you can rightfully claim your place and said, your trees are growing because we laid the seeds in way back in 2009. Okay, you have to say that, okay? And that's very, very, very important. Okay. Third, so I hope you got the points. First point, I want to convince you that you are in a great country and you are part of that greatness. Second, I want to give you some kind of an exposure to entrepreneurship, where you become aware of what is entrepreneurship. You're able to differentiate between an entrepreneur and a non-entrepreneur. Okay. Third, which is very, very important, very dear to me, is the idea of excellence. Okay. How many of you know that excellence is a fundamental duty of every citizen of India? I'm not disappointed because everywhere I go, I find the same answers. I want all of you young chaps to recognize that Constitution of India, Article 51A, states that excellence is a fundamental duty of every citizen of India. And excellence means knowing your limits and pushing your limits. Then you're excellent. I'll elaborate on this later when we go along. And all of us know what is duty in this land. That's why I said India is a great land. It's the only land which describes duty as dharma. And dharma means what you have to do very well, whether you like it or not. This is absolutely important. That's the definition of dharma. It means you do something because it's your dharma, because you have to do it, not because you like it. Okay? I hope that idea is very, very, very clear to you. So when you're students, what's your dharma? Tell me. Anybody can answer. What's your dharma as a student? What is it that you have to do? Remember, you have chosen consciously to come and sit here. I hope you are very clear about that. It's your choice. You used your free will and you're sitting here now in IIT Hyderabad. You got a chance and you made a choice. You said, okay, I choose this. You're sitting here. So it's your choice. So what's your dharma? As a student, what's your dharma? By the way, I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. Huh? Performance is an outcome. What is it that you have to do? Performance is an outcome. It's to learn. Learning is your chosen dharma. Remember, as long as you're a student, learning is your dharma. And you better learn whether you like it or not. Because you've chosen it here. But don't do something which you are explicitly wanting to do but not doing, and which you explicitly don't want to do and you're doing. That is hypocrisy. Okay, don't get into that trap. So, this means a lot of discipline. It can't come very easily. I will share a little bit of my story also later, a little bit, and then you will understand what I mean. Okay? As long as you're a student, your dharma is to learn. Performance comes. You're right. The answer is correct. If you learn well, you obviously will perform well in whatever you do. So learning is your dharma. Teacher doesn't matter. You may come across good teachers. You may come across bad teachers. That's your luck. But learning is your free will. You control yourself and you promise yourself, this is my duty and this is what I'm going to do whether I like it or not, and I'll do it well. Okay, that's absolutely important. Excellence is a fundamental duty. So be excellent in what you're doing. And I'm sure you will set a fantastic example for future generations of IIT Hyderabad students. Remember, the initial momentum is critical. All of you study physics. Okay? And creating the initial momentum means tremendous energy. All of you know that law. Moving inertia means heavy energy expenditure. So you have that onerous task on your heads and in your spirits. So you have to do that. Okay? And I hope you will do that.